You're with Greco-Roman Olympian and top alumni here for the U.S. team in Greco-Roman, TC Dantzler. TC, you still enjoy coming out and being part of the Greco events here at the training center? You wrestled in this Schultz tournament and trained here for years and years.
Many times. It's good to always come out and just see what guys are still left from my era, but to come out and see the rule change and see Greco-Roman is getting back exciting, it's a good time. But I like the wrestling. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, now you were able to throw people. You could open it up when you had yourself on a run. And are you seeing the kind of throws that a TC Dantzler might be able to do?
Nobody stepped up to that podium yet, but I think it's coming. It's a different kind of skill set now. You know, different moves come around in different circulations. So right now, nobody's really doing the reverse lift, but whoever gets it, I think a lot of people have forgot that defense.
Yeah, no, it's fun. Obviously, you're one of the big supporters of the team and the athletes. Your thoughts about how U.S. Greco-Roman is going forward now? Obviously, you were there during the times when we won team titles. So.
Sure. I think right now, with Steve Frazier accepting a new position, is going in the right direction. Plus, he's going to be helping direct that some. I think we can get right back to where we used to be, especially if we start getting more financial support and things like that. We have the athletes. I think we just need to dig a little bit deeper into our talent pool, getting some of those athletes in the NCAAs that have maybe taken 4th or 5th, and then building up from there. And we could be right back in the hunt in about 2 years.
Now, you were a D1 wrestler and you chose Greco. What for you? Why was that a good choice, and how did you get to that spot?
It was a good choice for me because I felt like Greco was more exciting, it was more fun. I still feel that way. And just having the right people around you. When I came out to the Olympic Training Center and were able to train with Matt Linlin and different guys like that, and it made me realize that it was just more exciting and a lot harder, actually.
So last year was a tough year for wrestling. We had to fight our way back into the Olympics. As an Olympian, what was it like for you to see that process and then ultimately have the world decide that we belong?
Well, I was impressed, but not surprised at the way we got back in. But I'm glad we got back in and have solidified our place back in the within the IOC and the Olympic Committee. But I think wrestling will be here to stay. We just have to have the right leadership at the top, and then we won't have the type of issues that we've had in the past.
You're involved in some coaching.
Sure.
You're working with the kids at Pine Creek, which just won the Metro tournament,
Sure.
and have some really top state-level athletes. Is that fun? Do you enjoy working with high school-age kids?
I enjoy working with the high school-age kids. I also work with the youth group as well. It just really refreshes everything about wrestling and everything about you, so you remember how you started, how you got there, and just keeping the kids enthused about what wrestling can do for them and how it could change their lives. That's the big part of giving back.
Now, I hear that there's a Dantzler coming up, the youth programs here in town.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about your son's wrestling and, what's he do that reminds you of when you were a kid?
Everything he does, from the way he walks on the mat, the way I overhear him talk about himself reminds him of me. It's my DNA all day. My first son, which is in the 8th grade, he'll be a freshman next year, and then I got also a son that's going to be 10 next week. But they both wrestle, they both enjoy it. They keep asking me for it, so I keep giving it to them, and that really, really makes me relive wrestling through them.
So how's business? I mean, even when you were competing, you were out there, you'd started your own company that has really made an impact in our community.
Sure.
How are things going with that side of things?
Business is good, Business is good just from the aspect of, we love what we do, just from the perspective with non-for-profit, especially in that sector, we're doing a good thing. We're keeping bad people out of the organization that shouldn't otherwise be there. So business is good from that perspective, and just also from the perspective of, what we're doing and the way we do it differently. Nobody can come up and compete with us.
So, any thoughts about what you're seeing here today? Having a good time? Catching some Americans do well?
I got a lot of thoughts. One of the thoughts is that I will be making a cup. No, I'm just joking.
Hey, well, you did that a little bit one time, huh?
Hey, well, you always think about it, but then the reality of trying to do something like that, you figure out it's a lot more fun from the sideline, especially at 43.
Now, you wrestled this event, right? I mean,
yes.
How much a good thing is it for the athletes that train here to be able to wrestle in their own gym against foreign guys?
It's great because the USA Wrestling does a great job of bringing out some of the best competition in the world, and to be able to train and eat your own food, sleep in your own bed, and just do this in your own backyard is a lot easier than traveling 12, 13 hours to get there and then get acclimated, then have to wrestle a tough tournament. So it's a good deal.
Now, we were at the Metro tournament the other day, and you thought you wanted to go a period with Keith Saraki.
A 15-second period.
Okay.
15
seconds.
Right.
Yeah. I bet it'd still be exciting if you two guys went out there. I mean, he's also coaching at the high school level, right?
Sure. He's coaching at Woodland Park, and it's fun just to sit across the corner and try and out-coach him now. We sit back and we laugh, because some of the things that we yell for our kids to do have nothing to do with wrestling that only me and him get, so we peek at each other and chuckle in between periods and things like that.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks for being out here, TC.
Thank you.
And obviously, it's always good to have you here with our team.
All right, thank you. Good to see you, Gary. Go USA.